favorite subject in high school was definitely concert choir. Just deal with it for a second. Not show choir, concert choir.
My favorite subject in high school, besides theater, which is, yeah, was English. I loved English.
Anything that required me to actually know things and not make them up with using my words was a very hated subject of mine.
I was a really good student. I was like a big nerd, and chemistry was like the first class I ever got a C in. And it's like, no, chemistry.
I came out in high school in the 90s, which was a sort of different time to come out. And so my experience of crushes mostly was sort of kind of keeping them very internal. So I wasn't really overtly active in terms of doing things to impress people, but I certainly held a lot of feelings inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really into this girl throughout all of high school, really, and I remember before our junior prom, I asked her out, and she said no because she had already accepted a date to the prom. But as sort of a counter offer, she somehow convinced me to take her best friend, who didn't go to my school and who I really didn't know at all. And so I took her friend to the prom, and of course her friend ditched me and hung out with the older, cooler kids. And then I sat in a bathroom stall with another friend of mine and a handheld radio and listened to the Stanley Cup Finals.
If singing Rent from beginning to end is impressive to a man who turned out to be homosexual, I mean, that counts, right?
When I was a junior in high school, I was in a band, and there's this girl that I really liked. There was this song called Save Tonight. It's like, save tonight, get fight the break of dawn. I was like, we'll totally do it if you show up. And so she showed up, and I didn't know any of the lyrics. So luckily, one of the other guys in my band had the CD single with him that had the pamphlet with lyrics in it. I taped the CD booklet onto the microphone. So I'm literally playing the guitar and reading lyrics like this. Like, it didn't go great.
I feel like my rendition of impressing crushes in high school was just like to play the piano really well, or to like really know the entire score of Cabaret. And if anything, it gave my crushes the wrong idea.
I have like a long specific story. That's the whole story. Yeah.
I mean, in high school, isn't like everything you do trying to be cool?
I saw a lot of Broadway shows. That was my way to impress people. Like, oh, I saw every off-Broadway musical this season. Like, pretty cool, huh?
Peer pressure is it's hard. I mean, I didn't have that many peers in high school.
But also I surrounded myself with those like me, and so it actually was cool to them. You know, it's like, oh man, you won't believe it. I saw Sideshow in previews. My friends were like, oh no way, you didn't in previews? Like, yeah, man, pretty cool, huh?
Steven, this time goes by really quickly, and it's a time that you'll look back on really fondly. So as much as you can, just try to sit back and enjoy it.
Eric, listen up. This is probably not what you're expecting to hear, but calm down. Like, seriously, go to lunch with your friends when they leave school illegally to go to Wendy's and you're afraid that they're gonna get caught your senior year. Just go with them. Seriously, they had the best time. You have to go. You're not gonna get caught. It's gonna be fine. Calm down.
Lauren, you stop trying to like do what other people think is cool, because odds are what you think about something or what you like to do is cooler than what you do is cooler than what they do and think anyway. It just was.
Hello, Joe. It is Joe from the future. Don't be freaked out. I know this is weird, but I've come to give you some pieces of advice based on things that we have learned. First piece of advice is to just stop eating. Just stop eating right now. Put down the cookie, put down the meatball sub. That I promise you it'll make for an easier next few years of your life. Also, try as hard as you can to have sex.
Dear little Katie, these great friends that you have right now, they're not gonna be your best friends for the rest of your life. In fact, only like a couple of them you'll talk to ever again after you graduate. So it's really not the end of the world that they're treating you like garbage. So tell them to hit the bricks and respect yourself, girl.
Will, this is very sound advice. The things you are worrying about, you do not need to worry about at all. It's not to say that you shouldn't worry at all. Sometimes a little bit of stress and a little bit of worrying can be healthy in the right doses and in the right places at the right times. But the stuff you worry about, you do not need to worry about. Just live your life. Be cool. I almost cursed and then I did it. Okay.
So come see Be More Chill, because it's gonna make you cool.